What's up, guys? So one of the leading causes for transmission failures is overheating. Unfortunately, one of the byproducts of doing performance mods and big wheels and tires can be additional heat as well. Now, thankfully, here on this 4L70 equipped 98,000 mile truck, we haven't experienced any of those issues so far. Even on the hottest Alabama day, I don't think I've seen it get above 170 degrees, but we're pro charging this sucker. So before we go doubling our horsepower, we should probably address our cooling system. Now, of course, for the VMAX, we had to go with the best of the best. There is some cheaper alternatives out there, which I'm sure are a lot better than the factory cooler. However, if you want the simplest install with the best results, you got to go with Mishimoto. So this is going to fit your 99 to 13 4L60, 70, 80, and 6L80 trucks. I'll throw up on screen with all the specs and the reasons why this is going to be so much better than your factory cooler. But to really dumb it down, it's a whole lot bigger than your stock one. So more air crossing that fluid equals cooler fluid, at least theoretically. So let's go ahead, open the shop up, back this thing inside. Bright and early, we're going to find out together how easy is this install. Now, like I said, this kit fits the 99 to 13 trucks, and your disassembly to get to your factory cooler is going to be a little bit different if you don't have a Silverado GMT 900. So either or GMT 800 or the Sierra version of this. But basically, you just want to remove your top radiator pad and then get your grill out. It should be just a couple of bolts on top and then probably a couple of metal push pins in behind. So here is our new Mishimoto cooler with bracket and hardware, and as you can immediately tell, it is a ton bigger than the factory piece, so we're gonna have a lot more air flowing in order to keep that fluid as cool as possible. Now, before we remove our factory cooler, there is two things on our specific truck which we got to relocate, that being the ambient air temperature sensors, which this truck, for whatever reason, has two of them. I'm assuming that most trucks only have one on the driver's side, because if we look at our new cooler, the brackets that come down, well, on the driver, they got a nice little hole for you to stick that guy in, but not on the passenger side. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to use a good old zip tie, which doesn't matter. It's gonna be fine. It's just obviously not as clean, and Mishimoto should definitely just go ahead and put a hole in the other side as well for us that do have both. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and grab some needle nose or something and pop that guy out, get this Christmas tree out, lay him out of the way, and then once we get the new cooler in, we can go ahead and reinstall. Let's go ahead and remove our Christmas trees and try not to break any of this 20-year-old brittle GM plastic. Not feeling too confident about it, but we're gonna try our best. There it is. So just pinch it from the bottom and you should be good. And then if you have two, just go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Now we need to try to get this plastic piece down. That was extremely easy on both sides. Let's push it down, allow you to get access to this clip. And then ours is from the back side, which my pick is a little bit worn out. We don't want this sucker to fly away. Simple as that. She's out. Now we got two 10 mils. Now we should be able to pull our line down. Just like that. Like that. And we can try to slip this thing out. Let's just plug that hole with our finger. Plug that one, get her out, and wipe up our mess. So we might end up going back and adding just a little bit of fluid to this thing, because obviously we did just lose a little, but it's probably not enough to matter, but we do want the appropriate level in there. We can throw our new bracket in. I believe it goes this way. Use your factory bolts. And we're gonna leave that guy a little loose until we get everything in. Now we can carefully slide our new cooler into place. Very carefully as to not damage anything. Throw our hardware up top. Once we got those snugged up, we can grab our other hardware. Drop our bolt down through the hole, then put the nut on the bottom, and do the same thing on the other side. Then go ahead and tighten it down. It's going to be a 10 mil on both ends. Now you got the bottom tightened down. You can go ahead and tighten these top ones. Now we're going to remove our little plug, and we should just be able to push this guy up into place and hear it lock in. Just like that. Same deal over here. Just like that. Push your covers back up. The new one's already got the clips on there. I don't know if you were supposed to remove those before, but we didn't, and it locked in. Seems to be just fine. Now we can see about finagling this guy over into place. Okay. Nope, it's just too thick. So we're gonna have to zip tie both of these, unfortunately. Got them both zip tied into place, and it doesn't look bad at all. Everything is bolted into place, nice and secure. So now we can go ahead and crank this thing up, check for leaks, and then throw the front back on it. Well, looks like we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw, well, I probably haven't even got fluid pushed up into there yet. So I'm gonna let it run for a little while, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw the front grill on our top cover, and we'll go drive this thing. And trust me, we're gonna put it to the test because we're under a severe heat advisory. It's like 95, but feels like 110. Well, it is currently 94 degrees. Our trans is up to 106, about to hit the main highway and put some miles on this thing. 45 degrees is what we're currently at. Now we do have all the freaking dash lights on because we still haven't fixed that other ABS wheel speed sensor, whatever issue. But so far, 90 degrees, 145 is the highest I've seen. And I imagine it's probably about to cap out, really, 145. We'll see. I'm gonna keep going and I'll catch up with y'all at the end. Well, we've just made it to the end of our drive, and if I can get this crap off, our trans actually cooled down 1 degree, which is sick. Did some pretty good spirited driving on this one. 145 was the top temp that I saw. And I don't know if it'll cool down anymore just sitting here idling, but that's pretty freaking good on a 90 plus degree day. Heat index over 100. Yeah, I'm tickled with that. Our rear slider will not slide back because if we look here, the wire has given out. So it's supposed to hook in right here and pull itself back. It still pulls itself that way. But yeah, we're gonna have to address that, and clearly there's definitely a possibility of some rain. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get this thing shut for the time being. Well, thankfully I was able to hit the button as I pulled the window this way. So our wire over here is still good, but the little ball broke off. So that's probably not gonna be a fun fix. Well, we just got back from a nice little drive, and I just got done checking our fluid level. Truck just cooled off from 140 to 138. As you just saw, it's 91 degrees, so it's absolutely freaking cooking. Gotta pop the roof. But that is pretty much going to sum up this install of our Mishimoto cooler. Now we are going to go back and add some more transmission fluid because it is a little bit low on the dipstick. We did lose some, and the truck does have 98,000 miles on it, so it could have, you know, used a little bit over the years as well. It's probably never had any added, but it is good color. It doesn't smell bad, and now the truck is much cooler, which is freaking sick. Obviously, if you've been outside in the last month, it's miserable out here. It's downright freaking miserable. It is horrible, and it's just as bad as it is for you, it is bad for your vehicle. So having this additional cooling capacity is awesome. And hidden behind our LTZ grill, you really can't even see it. Now, I did read online that they say you can paint these black if you want to, if you want it a little bit more hidden, but literally you can't even see it through ours, so that's pretty cool. So anyways, there she is. Hope you enjoyed. Drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, or ring that bell notification, and I'll see y'all boys in the next video.